Let me tell you why this guy right here is something that you need in your garden.
A 1, 2, 3, 4. I love succulents and you do too. They're so beautiful, fun and new. The gift that keeps on giving on and on. So watch my videos. We'll all have
This is called the Bulbine Frutescens, and it has long, thin, beautiful shrub. It started out, when I got it, it started out this big. Sorry about that trash can right there, but it started out this big, and 3 years later it grew into this beautiful shrub that you can decorate your garden with. And I have it all over the place. I will show you all of it later. You can also put it in containers, and it's beautiful backsplash for anything that you want to showcase, any succulent that you want to showcase in front of it. However, what really is interesting that I found out about this beautiful plant is that it has tremendous medicinal properties, which means like it acts as an aloe, like an aloe vera, where you can put it on your skin, and it cures acne, burns, any type of skin irritations and itching and insect bites. I put it on my burn. I had this really bad burn on my hand from a van accident but I put it on there, and it really soothed it. Like there's a coolness, and also you can make you can crush it and put it in a little piece of cloth, wet cloth, and you apply it on the skin, and it heals. It has a lot of healing properties, and also, so the list is almost endless. It is for acne, burns, bug bites, blisters, cold sores, even in your mouth and in your nose, cracked lips, cracked fingers, cracked heels, and insect bites, itchy places, fever blisters. So long, those $18 fever blister ointments, mouth ulcers, sunburn, rashes, and ringworm. So you can also make a warm poultice of it and put it on the affected area to treat any of the above, even eczemas and arthritis. Can you believe that? You can also ingest it, but make sure that you ask your doctor about it first, because I'm not really sure about ingesting it, but they said that it's really good for arthritis. You find this plant in South Africa, so it pretty much grows anywhere. Like I said, this is only 3 years old, and it started out like this. So this is going to be available on my Etsy. So if you want to get one for yourself, it's really I have good prices for you guys, because I love you guys. And I will show you where else I put them. It produces like really beautiful yellow flowers. I will show you that too. It's over there. I mean, I have this all over my garden because it's just it propagates really profusely. I mean, seriously, in the 3 years, this actually I planted one over by the planter over there last November, and I'll show you how big it's gotten. So that's it, and I'll see you on the next segment of this video. Bye. So first, this is the first one I'm gonna show you. Why is this? This is not the same kind. Is it? No, this is not the same one. I don't know how that got there. Let's see. Okay, so here's one of them, and look how this is actually old flower, but pretty much what you can do is like pull one of these out and see how there's like squeeze the juice out of it. You squeeze the juice out of it. Yeah, it feels like aloe vera. It's very it's not really sticky, but it's slippery, and it's gone. So here's one, and then here's the flower. I just removed the flowers. The bees have already gotten the sap from that. Here's this one that I planted this last October, and look how big it is. And the size that I planted was what I showed you earlier. There's one, and then to decorate your containers, this one was planted the same time, and obviously look at this flowers. Obviously, if it's a container, it doesn't grow as fast. So if you don't like it to overtake the garden, you know, you can put it in your containers, and it looks great as a backsplash. Look at this purple ghost plant right here. It's a ghost plant? Yeah, it's a purple ghost plant, and it looks so pretty against this lime green. This is what she looks like in a container, and as you can see, it's already taken over this whole thing. But if you want to put this in the background and plant other succulents here with contrasting color, like those jelly beans over there or a big echeverias, you can do that. This is great, and plus the medicinal properties. How can you go wrong? This is what I mean. Look at the contrast of the red edges and the pink against the lime green, and this is how it looks. So if it's in a container like this with all kinds of different plants in it, it usually just stays small, so it won't be overtaking the whole planter. This has been here for a couple years now, so it's a very, very well-behaved plant. Okay, so this next segment, I'm just going to show you how I plant in ground. Sometimes there are people out there that really don't know how to do it, and so I just want to avail myself to them. If you want to skip this, you can skip it to 9:02 for the next segment. So this type of soil that I have here at my house is a very, very clay-like, and it's very compact. So there have been some succulents that actually survived and really like this type of soil with some amendments to it. However, because it's so dry and it's so compact, the water doesn't really seep through. So I have to do my amendments and put some fast draining soil as well. So what I do is I prep the area where I'm going to plant this and remove all of the debris around it, especially the grass seeds that you don't really notice that they're there, but they're there, and they become weeds later on. The rainy day comes or the fall comes and they start growing, and then you have to pull. So I pull as much as I can because I've learned from my mistakes. This is the part that I do not skip, because I know that eventually I will have to pull weeds, and I hate pulling weeds. So I'm doing the best that I can not to have to pull weeds in the future. So I do this. Get it wet so it has a running start. You don't want it to be too wet, Well, I mean, look. This has roots anyway, so. As a matter of fact, that's a root right there. So I can just, like, take this out. Just mix this up a little more so it's not so wet. Weeds. Oh, that's good. Ta-da. And I'm not even planting anything around here except for these guys. These guys are just my fillers. So I'm not gonna do anything around it because this guy right here is going to take over later on. And that's all, folks. Don't you just love it? It's so pretty.
Every accomplishment starts with a decision to try.